Okay, I'm going to try and use my camera's video recording because my camcorder is really annoying. There's the little flower shapes. I've already taken 3 out, as you can see. I think that's come out rather lovely. I hope you can see it really well. So this has got a high superfat content of 20% to make it some of the oils, those oils, to be unsaponified, so they're actually going to benefit the skin as more of a moisturiser in the soap. Can't quite get the angle right. There you go. I hope this works alright, and that's all 6 of them there. Oops, there it is. Okay, so I've just got this out of the freezer, and it's quite possibly going to be a bit rough around the edges, but we shall see. I don't really want to push on it in case it's too soft. I'm about to get it out. That's how it looks. To shake off bits that aren't attached. Oh, I didn't dent it. Looks nice, but I'm really nervous because I wasn't sure how much beeswax to put in. So I put, of the 20% of the superfat oils, I put 2% of the beeswax, and I'm not sure if that's too much. So I'm going to mark this up, let's score it, and then come back because I don't want to bore you with like I did last time. I'm trying to measure it all out, so I'll be back in a mo. Okay, I've tried to mark it up, hopefully straight, so I'm going to go ahead and cut and hope for the best, really. It's quite sticky still. It's not even been 24 hours. I'm so naughty. But I have to try and do this when my children are not around. I tried to do swirls in a different colour on top. If you can see that, it's like a more of an orangey, and I think the yellow is actually the lotion part inside. I tried to do like a deeper orange and sort of a more of a muted opaque orange with titanium dioxide inside in a swirl, and then I just dropped in the lotion part and swirled that in as well at the same time. I just did one swirl with them all sort of dropped in, and I was going to try and film it, but my silly camera did not work. It has like a USB arm that sticks out the side of the camera that I have to put into the computer to charge. But as it sticks out, like the camcorder is like that, it's a flip one, and the USB arm sticks out like this. As you stick it in, say that's a USB arm, if you stick it into the computer, it hangs down, so the connection's not flush. So quite often it's not actually charging when it should be. And it doesn't really tell you until it's too late. It doesn't tell you when it's fully charged or anything. How that looks. So I'm so annoyed with my flip camera. Also, it used to save in a format that could be edited with my Windows Movie Maker. And then they changed the format when they upgraded the software, and it no longer does that. I think that's really pretty. But funnily enough, it doesn't smell like a typical orangey zesty smell. Certainly citrusy, but it's not like how I thought it would smell, to be honest. It's got tangerine, it's got mandarin essential oil, sweet orange, which is kind of like a nice deep, intense sort of orange scent. And you've got the lighter ones like tangerine and mandarin. And I put petitgrain in there to give it a bit of a green back note, so it wasn't too overly zesty and orangey. Now, I don't know if the beeswax amount of 2% was too much, because when I poured it in, you can see there's bits, those white bits are the lotion part, so they're not sort of thin little ribbons of lotion running through. They're more like big bits, because as you poured it in, because the beeswax changed temperature, that part, or towards the end of the pouring, that part, a bit on top of the batter, started to solidify a bit, because as soon as you melt beeswax and then, so I'm finding, and then pour it into something else, it completely sort of solidifies straight away. So if anyone's watching that would know if I did that wrong, if I should have put less beeswax, I will, if I make this again, if this turns out nice, I will try less anyway. Am I showing you these properly? I'm not even sure if I'm showing you. I like the way they look though. I just hope they are as moisturising and lovely on the skin. Citrus oils are supposed to be balancing for the skin. I'm still stuck. And the lotion part obviously is supposed to be moisturising. And I was hoping this would be a scent that would be appealing to both men and women. I would have liked it to be all natural and to have had some more sweet orange oil or something to put in it, or the tangerine or mandarin. If I make it again, I'll make sure I have enough, but I didn't have enough of each to keep it natural. It's got a nice scent though. I mean, a nice citrus scent. It's just not a in your face citrus orangey zesty scent. That's the tops. The tops have got, I probably mentioned that already, it's orange peel powder that I infused. So it's got a lot of oil infusions. The paprika I think made a really lovely colour, like a more orangey and more peachy, and the lotion's the yellow. So I like the way it looks anyway. So I've moved them out of your sight. I'm not very good at this. There we go. So here's a bar. Here's a cupcake. Well, I keep saying cupcake, you know, flower shape with the sparkle. I left the bar unsparkly, so it could be appealing to both men and women. Yeah, I think the sparkles look nicer on the little ones. Okay, that's a nice sort of green scent to it. Must be the petitgrain, green citrus scent. Pretty much everything I've done is an experiment in this soap, and I even put a bit of yogurt in after trace, because that's supposed to make for a really lovely creamy bar too. So this should be really lovely for the winter, despite that it's an orangey scent, but it's not a summery orangey scent, so it's a nice green note to it. Anyway, I'll stop waffling, and I hope you like it. Okay, bye.